Remember the 3 F's for this fall season: fringe, fur, and feathers, okay? Fur is a little bit more self-explanatory, which is why we will focus on it last. Let's start with fringe, okay? Fringe is meant to be loud, meant to have a lot of attitude. It's all about the movement, and it's all about the unexpected application, okay? Let's start with a really simple piece, a little going out top or a little tank top that you could layer underneath a jacket or wear back to like a great cocktail skirt. This is by Ellie Tahari. It's mixed metallics, there's silver and gold in it, a little bit of pewter, and it's incredibly drippy with fringe, all right? This would be something that would actually be quite simple to add into your closet because all you do is pair it with a pair of jeans or a black pair of pants and you're done. You don't need any accessorizing, you're finished. You could also, like I said earlier, layer it with a jacket, and that would actually downplay some of this volume and some of this energy and create a little more of a lean line if you don't feel like you want fringe all over your entire torso, okay? Another way to do fringe in the evening is with this really interesting play on a ladylike sink a sept dress, okay? This cocktail dress actually finishes at the knee, but the fringe below gives you a little more coverage and allows you to have that midi length while still exposing more of your leg when you move. And it also gives you a little more coverage on the arm by covering your complete tricep and elbow with that actually quite hefty fringe. I like that it has some depth and it looks black until you move and you see the white fringe underneath it. But you're going to be seeing a lot of this application in plenty of other places in your closet. You're also going to see it in bags and in shoes. So bags with leather fringe, bags with metallic fringe detail, it'll be great. If you feel like you want to be a little more casual in your lifestyle and these are too formal for you, think about the jacket that I'm wearing. This little topper by St. John has a very vintage vibe, adds a lot of color, could go from spring into fall quite easily because of the energy and the happiness of the pattern, and has little elements of some metallic fringe or some yarn fringe coming out the side. So you can kind of have it as relaxed or as elevated as you'd like it to be, okay? Next is our feathers, okay? Feathers are a little bit less dramatic, or they can be less dramatic than the fringe, especially when they're done in everyday pieces like this. This is by Alice and Olivia. It's a darling little cozy blush cashmere sweater, and they have just a hint of some very pencil-like feathers coming out the bottom, all right? This is a fantastic piece if you're a little more relaxed lifestyle, or if you don't have a lot of black in your closet, you want to be able to pair things with white and with gray. This will be a very feminine, ladylike way of applying it. In that same vein, this piece by Millie gives you more urban feel. I like this could go into the workplace a little bit and pair it back to a suit if you wanted to, but this gives you that same feather detail along the body, okay? I love this especially for someone who wants to downplay maybe a larger bust and a smaller hip line. This will give you a wonderful curve around the waist without being too dramatic, okay? These are very easy everyday ways to layer feathers into your closet. Say you live in colder climates and you want to have something a little more cozy, this Fabiana Felipe is a little bit more monochromatic, slightly more elevated because of the coloration and because of the layers of the down and the fur, or I mean down and the feathers. And I love that this is able to be unzipped because if you're nervous about the feathers being around your waist, this exposure in a long line actually lengthens your body and gives you better proportions. So if you're shorter, you don't want this to box you out, or if you're heavier through the middle and want to have a more length, this would actually be a fantastic camouflage for you. Feather is also a little bit, it's going to be really fun to wear in the evening. So these skirts by Alice and Olivia and by Millie would be a fantastic way to be able to add some drama into your cocktail life, especially if you have a lot of events going on this season. These could be kind of transitioned into different ways to wear. You could pair this back to a blush little camisole or a really great black leather jacket. But if you wanted to have more fun, you could even make this slightly more satirical and do it back to a novelty t-shirt and a pair of black pumps, okay? This is a really great play on going out with the girls, so when everyone else is wearing a little cocktail dress, you can kind of be a little more energetic and wear something like that. So it's about mixing your themes together. Okay, so fur. Fur comes in and out every single fall. It's a wonderful staple to have, so we all have maybe a little mink little collar or a great little fur topper jacket. But fur is going to be in a little bit of a more interesting application this season. We're going to see a lot of fur on little slide sandals or on sneakers or on tops of shoes like this. This is a little Steve Madden, very approachable slide Van sneaker with a ginormous fluffy fur pom-pom on the toe. It's very happy, it's very playful, and it's incredibly out of your box. So this is going to be a great way for you to try out that trend if you wanted to have a more relaxed lifestyle with it. And then these little pumps, or sandal pumps by Alexander Berman, are going to be slightly more monochromatic. When you have it on your foot, the fur actually kind of blends right into your skin tone, so it's a way to get that texture without being as loud as the Steve Madden sneaker. And then another more casual way that we always see fur kind of apply itself in fall is through shearling. So shearling is going to be just as strong as it's always been every season, but we're going to be pairing it back to more ladylike dresses that we've already acquired last spring season. So this is a little Parker summer dress that's on sale that I'm throwing over with a new shearling jacket to make it more new. We'll finish this off with a great little cowboy boot or something like a little Chelsea boot if you wanted to. So shearling jackets are still definitely going to be in, but we're also seeing shearling in bags and also in shoes. So this is a Stella McCartney. It's actually faux fur, but it's a shearling look of a little ladylike bag. We see them on the applique or on the outside of the bags, but we're also going to be seeing a lot of it on our straps. They haven't quite hit the stores yet. You're going to be seeing almost guitar strap styles in fur and in shearling. Don't be afraid of trying this. I mean, guitar straps were a little bit eclectic when the season first started last spring, and then it became more mainstream and it became more acceptable. The shearling and the fur are going to be just like that. Try it a little bit early on. It's going to be incredibly comfortable on your arm, and it's going to be a way for you to be able to update your already existing fall bag that might already be sitting in your closet. You can give it a little makeover and do it with that fur or shearling strap, okay? So have fun with this. Think about where we're applying it in our closet, and don't necessarily be afraid of some of these pieces. Kind of take it a little bit more adventurous approach and try out something new that maybe frightens you a little bit. And know I'm here if you need me.